Guys, listen. Because of the application you've been using, some of you are having difficulty doing it manually. Please listen. Question 6, I believe we have all gotten to a point. Now, to get the shaded region is becoming a problem. So please, let me clarify something. Question 6. So, what are the 3 inequalities that you are dealing with in question 6? What's the first one? 2x plus 5y less than 40. What's the second inequality?
Y is greater than x.
Y is
Greater than x.
What's the last inequality?
Y is less than 6.
Less than or equal to 6. Because no more, it has no more than 6. No more than 6. What does that mean?
It can be 6.
Can be more than 6, but it can be 6. So that's less than or equal to 6. Alright, now listen. Your coordinates, y-axis is from 1 to 9, x-axis is from 0 to 25, right? Okay, let's pretend mine is perfect also. Nobody dares to laugh at me. It is not.
Wow.
Control. Alright. So this is to 25, so I'm going to break it into 5. If I just pretend it's accurate, you don't have to report me to the police. It is not. Well, we don't do 911 here, my bad. Sorry. So this is x-axis. Y is from 1 to 9. So I'm going to break that into maybe 4, 8, 12, no. 5, 10. Yeah, okay. So do something like this. 5, 10. So my 9 is probably 6, 7, 8, okay, 9, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, yes. So something like that, right? Everybody, please look up now. For this, what are your coordinates? What is the coordinate? What is the point on the y-axis? So this, I'm going to use the blue marker. This, I'll stick to my red. And this one, I'll stick to the black. I'll use the black. All right, let's start with the blue one. What are the coordinates for the blue one? Quickly.
28.
What?
8 and 20.
8 and 20 mean 8 and 20.
So y is 8 and
Just tell me 0 something, 2 something, something like that.
0, 8.
0, 8. So 0, 8 is here, and the other one is
20.
0, 20
Yeah.
or 20, 0.
Oh, sorry, 20, 0.
All right. Does everybody get that? Everybody got this coordinate thing? Okay, so we don't have the science ruler here, but it's fine. Just pretend it's a straight line. Okay, so that's it. Less than. I think the mistake most of you made. Oh, it should be a broken line.
Yeah.
Good enough. You're laughing at you. It's equal.
I just told you not to laugh at me.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I will also do, because this is one of the reasons some of you make mistake, is to write the equation of the line. This line is 2x plus 5y is equal to 40. That's the line. Okay? Please pay attention. The second one, y less than x. So you use the equation y equals x, right?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Say what y is.
So tell me what to do.
You say like, if x is 1, then y is
If x is 1, y is
1.
1. If x is 2, y is 2. So you can pick just 2. If x is 1, y is 1. Then if x is 8, y is 8. Do you understand that? So I just pick one here, and you draw a straight line. That's it. Alright, so I pick maybe x is, okay, I don't want to use 15. I don't want to use that. So I use 8. So I pretend this is 8. Then y is 8. Should be somewhere here. Right? Then we draw a straight line. And it's going to start from 0, right? Something like this. What? Alright. Okay. Thank you. So, what is the equation of this line? Y
greater.
No.
Y is, oh, sorry.
Y equals x, the line. The greater less is the region. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So the last line is what? What is the last line? I'm talking to everybody. Some of you are not contributing to this. And there's no way you will get exactly what I'm trying to tell you if you keep doing your thing while we are doing the correction. What is the last line? Y equals 6. And this is y equals 6. It's above this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So y equals 6. That's a straight line, not a broken line, finally. I can write in peace. Okay, so we write the equation on it. Y equals 6. If you do this, then it's easier to know if you have made mistake or not. Okay, so shading time. Look, the first one, Cherry, Anson, I'm sure you heard me less than a minute ago, so pay attention, but you cannot. If you look at this, it says less, but you are required to shade the what? Unwanted region. Now, what is the wanted region? Let's start with that. Is it above the line or below the line? Below the line. So this is the wanted. So this will be the unwanted region, right? Okay, so unwanted region. Just put your ruler. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Someone was trying to tell me, but what about the other line? Nobody cares about the other line. They just pretend the other lines do not exist at this point and deal with this one. Does it make sense?
Yep.
Now for the second one, it says greater, right? This is your greater. So the unwanted region will be, no. Yeah, this is greater than x, so then the less will be here. Do you agree? Okay, so let's see. You can see, I shaded something that I've shaded before. Of course, again, it's none of your stress. Just deal with the line individually. And the last one, it says less, right? So you shade the greater part of it. So, where is your visible region now?
Where?
Can you see that? So it's like this one. Any question? I'm coming.
Do you write R?
So, no. You don't have to, but you could. That is green. So see, so my wanted region is not a triangle. Is it a triangle?
No.
What shape is that?
It is a triangle.
It's not a triangle.
It's not a triangle.
Because the corner is been cut.
There's a thing.
What shape is a quadrilateral? So this is 1, 2, can you see that? 3 and 4. So the edges will be this, and that.
But the edge of it is actually not. The edge is continuous.
What do you mean not perfect? Nobody's asking for perfect. Okay, so you shouldn't. So check this in your software and see if you have the same common region. Has anybody checked that?
Do you remember?
Where is it?
You said that you borrowed
Alright, is this everything?
markers.
But the equation says y greater than x, you put x less than y. Why do you have to do something else?
He didn't give it back.
Can you change it, please?
He didn't give back my. Hey,
No,
Mr.
you should have
Daniel.
written it that way. What does the word problem say? No more than.
I lost my MacBook.
More larger than small one. Okay, yeah, it's fine. It doesn't change it, right? Okay, great. Now let's see. So where is the common region here? Isn't that like, where's the red one? Is it the same with what we got? Ah, so that's it. Exactly. This is the overlying region will be the unwanted region on the board. But you need to know that there is something here.
That's why we purposely shaded more
In that case.
yes.
No, don't use highlighter please. This is not art schedule. Don't even try to make this. Question? You only shade on one tab. You leave the one tab blank. You don't have to. You can write R in there. You don't have to. Yes, sir.
Remember when you borrowed me and you don't give the markers? You never give them.
Really?
Yeah. From A to C.
I'll check my pen. Alright.
Mine was
That's
black.
enough, sir. So, the question. So, how do we use the graph to answer the question? Has anybody answered the question? Find the greatest mass of potatoes the cook can buy today. Has anybody answered the question? Find the greatest mass of potatoes the cook can buy today. What do you get?
76.
76. Who got 76?
I got
Help me. I got it.
The max is less than 6 y.
That's what you're supposed to say.
How did you know the greatest? How did you do it?
That's what you're supposed to
What did you? Have you done it? Guys, to get the region may not be a problem. To interpret what you got may be a problem. Can we interpret together, please? The question says, find the greatest mass of potatoes the cook can buy. Now let's read the question again from the beginning. The school cook buys potatoes in small sacks, each of mass 4 kg. Are you with me, everyone? Joey, I like to use this part. Everybody, please. I want to interpret the first again and the last. The school cook buys potatoes in small sacks, each of mass 4 kg, and large sack, each of mass 10 kg. He buys X small sacks, so X is the number, and each one is already 4, right? So that's how you got your 4x plus 10y. Is that not? This is something you have done, I'm just trying to repeat it. Today, it buys less than 80 kg, which means including the small and the large must be less than 80. And this is what you divided by 2 to get the first question, which says, show that 2x plus 5y is less than this. So that's how you did the first one. I've seen that, most of you got that. In the second part, it buys more large sack. Which one is the large sack? The y one. So this is the large. This is the small. So large sack, this is the number of large sack, y. While the small sack, the number to buy is x. Okay? So x small, y large. Okay, now it says it buys more large sack, y is greater than x. It buys no more than 6 large, y is less than or equal to 6. This is where you got all the things we put in the graph. So that's fine. D now, which is the last question. Find the greatest mass of potatoes the cook can buy. Greatest mass the cook can buy. There is something here that talks about the mass that the cook can buy. There is something here on the board that tells you, a function tells you the mass that the cook can buy. What is that?
Less or equal to.
That's not a function. That is telling you how many, the boundary it could buy today. It says today, it never said every day. It says today, it buys less than 80. Tomorrow could be more than 80.
Oh.
The next day could be less than 10. It depends on maybe the needs of the school. Maybe there is typhoon and the primary students are at home and only the secondary. Then maybe the cook buy less than 5 kg. Maybe you guys don't eat a lot, which I know is opposite. You guys eat a lot, I know. All right, seriously now. What function on the board tells you the mass, the mass of potatoes that the cook buy on any day? What function is that? It's in your paper, it's on the board.
4x plus 10y.
Say that louder.
4x plus 10y.
Exactly. This is what tells you what it buys on any day. On any particular day. Does it make sense?
Yep.
I need everybody's attention now. This is, so the mass it buys at any point in time, anytime it goes to Sammy or wherever it buys them from, the mass that it must buy, mass to be bought. You know, of course, you don't have to write this nonsense. I'm just writing it here. Anytime, any day, the mass to be bought is this. Because at any time, it will buy X small size. Each of them is 4 kg. It will buy Y, okay, of big size. Each of them is 10 kg. So take for example, I decide to go and we buy, the smaller one we buy 10, the bigger one we buy 5. What is the total mass now? This will be times 4, this will be times 10. So what is the mass now? So we bought 90 kg worth of potatoes to the school. Does it make sense?
Yep.
At any time, this is the function that tells us the mass. Based on the number of how many small, how many large size did we buy. Does it make sense now? So this is the function you need. Anytime the question is asking you the greatest, the least, the greatest, the least, try to find the function that determines that. And this is the function we are trying to optimize. Can I hear you say this word? Optimize.
Optimize.
When you get to the university level, you get used to this a lot. When we say optimization, it's like the greatest point of something or the least point of something. Optimal point. What do I want to maximize? That's considering the greatest now. Maybe I want to maximize my profits. Are you with me? So you say optimal profit. I want to maximize my profit. What is that maximum profit I can get? I want to minimize my costs. What is that minimum cost I can spend to produce something? Are you with me? Now, listen. I will try to give you a practical idea of what to expect in future. But, of course, I'm happy that IGCSE is testing it now. Let me give you a scenario. We will come back to this. Let me give you a scenario. There is a company called Form 3 Advanced Maths. This company produces 2 types of phone. Please listen. The first phone brand is called just F3. The second phone brand is called F3X. Are you with me? On each of these phones, we make a profit of 50 more. Okay? On each of these phones, we make a profit of 30 more. Do you understand that? We have to sell certain number, right? So the number of this one we sell times 50 is the profit on this one. The number of this one times 30 is the profit on this one. Do you agree with that? So which means our profit function is what? Profit is 50x plus what? 30y. Now this is the function you are dealing with here. Okay? Then there will be some constraints. We call them constraints, this other thing that gives you the inequality. The constraint can be, we always produce more F3 phone than F3 iPhone. Then you will say X must be greater than Y. Okay? We need 10 people to work on this, and we need maybe 20 people to work on this, and we can only afford to employ 60 people. Then you will say 10x plus 20y is less than or equal to 60. So no matter the number that works on this and the number that, you cannot do more than that. Okay? Then you say it costs us, for example, $50 per hour for those that are working on this one, and $80 per hour for those that work on this one. And the maximum amount we can pay for everybody, maybe on a particular day, is $2,000. Then you say 50x plus what? Maybe 30y. The maximum we can pay is what? 3,000. Must be less than or equal to 3,000. Do you understand that? These are the things you will put in your inequality to get this. Once you get this, then you come back to your profit. Because this can tell you the value of x and y that will give you this greatest profit. The reason is this. Everybody please listen. The reason is this. Any x and y you must use must satisfy all these inequalities. Those are the things we call the constraints. Okay? So let's go back to this question now. From our graph, there will be certain x and y in this region. Agree? But to make life easier, we always restrict ourselves to the vertices. You can never get an optima in any other place apart from these vertices. Be it optima in terms of minimum or maximum. So all you have to do at this point is check what is the coordinate of this one. So I call this maybe point A. What is the coordinate of A? Everybody, talk to me now. 0, 6. So I call this A. Okay, I call this B now. What's the coordinate of B? Joey, can we say this?
5.
Joey, can we say this part? What's the coordinate of B? Everybody, look at your graph.
5, 6.
Is that 5, 6?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, 5, 6. Now I call this one C. What's the coordinate of C?
It's like 5 points.
5,
5.5. 5.7. Please confirm that, everybody. Is it 5.5, 5.7? Okay. For this part, let's call it D. That's 0, 0. Okay? Are you listening? So this is what you do. Now you try to check using all these, which of them gives you the maximum for this. Okay? You check the vertices, usually not more than 4. It could be a triangle that you have 3 vertices. Definitely it cannot be D, right? That's 0, 0. So 0, 0 can be the greatest value you could buy. So you can check this one. When x is 0 and y is 6, what is this function? What is that function? 60. Agree? So this is what we usually do at the last point in linear programming. We have, look at what I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing. Vertices. Okay? Then I want to evaluate 4x plus 10y. Okay? So what is the first vertices? So point A, what is point A? 0, 6. Oh, is it end of that class?
Yeah.
Okay, they've come for the markup. Yes, please come. It's time for the next class, right?
Yeah, you done with it.
Yes, we can. Please log off and return the marker. Another class needs it. So sorry. Quickly, guys, quickly.
Hey, Alex.
Quickly log off and return it. Can we settle this? Quickly. Quickly, not now. Quickly, another class is waiting for this. Please take a seat. No, quickly, just put it down. Take a seat. Take a seat. Put it down, take a seat. Quickly go back to your seat. Thank you.
I give it to Alex.
Can you check if we're all? Quickly. Wait, let's open the door.
One is it?
Go ahead and elevator. So sorry,
no problem. No, I've been there. I've done that myself. So no
I didn't know anyone booked after me.
problem.
So sorry about that.
Not
Thank you. This is the unwanted region. Because you have shaded no, you have shaded the unwanted region. This is the wanted region. This is the common wanted region. No, that's not the common unwanted region. Yes. The one with the yes, yes. But you don't need that. For each of them, you are shading your wanted. Okay, everybody. So for the first one, what do we get? Everybody, for the first one, what do we get? 4, 0. I'm talking to everyone now. So you get 0 plus 60, which is 60, right? Yeah. So an option is, it could be 60 that is the greatest. That's an option. For the coordinate B, what do we have? What do we have for B?
5.
I need everybody's attention. Some of you are busy doing your thing, and I don't want anybody coming back and asking me unnecessary questions. So can we just listen and let's get this over with together? Thank you. What is the coordinate of B? 5, 6. So let's test that. 4 times 5, 10 times 6. I think this is better than 60. Right? So we get, what is that? So another region, what's it? C? 5.5. So let's check that. What is 4 times 5.5? And what is 10 times 5.7? This will be 22. And this will be 57. What is that? 79. And you don't need to do any D, right? Yeah. So what is the greatest?
B.
C.
That's not, you're not going to write A, B, C. What does the question say?
5, 6.
Find the greatest mass of potato you can buy today. 80 kilograms.
Oh no!
Less than
C.
79.
79. Not 7. Isn't it 76?
Find the greatest mass you could buy today. What is the greatest from all this?
79. You can buy 79. Because it's less than 80. It's not less than 80.
Yeah. Exactly. It would be 76. And then like, it's
Today it buys 80. They're asking you what it can buy. But for today it buys 80.
They can buy.
Isn't it 76?
Buys less than 80.
You're not getting it. Today it buys 80.
It buys less.
Today it buys 80. Okay, today I bought 2 markers. But that's not what I can afford to buy today. Do you understand? What is the greatest the cook can buy today? So the greatest is still 80.
Why?
Because this is the maximum for the coordinate.
But then it only buys less than 80.
No! Yes, but if he could.
If it could, it's different from it buys.
He buys less than 80, but he can't
How much he
buy.
could? Not how much he actually.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
If you could, what is the greatest? 80. But today you must buy less than 80. It's just, the question is just, I would say it's just a coincidence. You hardly have the same condition above being your greatest value. Do you understand? You hardly get that. Are you getting what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
You don't usually get, oh, there's an 80, no, it has to be less than 80. No, you don't usually get that. This is just once in 1 million kind of case. You get that. Okay?
Yeah, you
Did you just hear other sounds?
But we have 80. It has nothing to do with 5.5.
Yeah, but you can't buy 5.
But if this one, say school.
Yeah, but we already have
It's a sack, right? So what is like a fraction of the sack is possible. If you do not want a decimal, I think the question will tell us you are only dealing with whole numbers. Do you understand? So the greatest will be 80 that it could buy today, not 70.